Hola Flosstube, ¿cómo están? Espero que muy bien. Eh, Hi, hello. I forgot in what language I was trying to record. um, this is going to be an English version. Okay, here I am with a little Stitchy report of these last couple of weeks. Um, you know, I don't have any finish to show you, to share with you, but I've been working in a lot of projects. So I want to, just a quick uh, travel with with my projects. Mm, this one is Aphrodite by Mirabilia. I'm been working just a few hours in these projects. This one is the one where I'm doing a Spanish series about how to stitch a mirabilia together. So I want to finish this black part, which is mainly um, the main lines in the tail of the mermaid. So sorry, I received a phone call. Yeah, I was talking about I want to finish this black part, and after this, I'm guessing it's going to be a little easier to fill the rest of the colors, but I won't continue exactly in detail. But once I finish the black part, I want to start with the skin and try for the first time uh, to stitch the skin 1/1. I don't know if I want to stitch the full crosses 1/1 or just 10 stitches with two threads over one of the fabric. So it's going to be an experiment process. But yeah, Aphrodite is the first project, my first week that I'm working on, and then I have Dead by Cross Stitch. I finish. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that I'm not making any conversion here until now, and I'm using a Lugana 28 that I dyed. So kind of it's kind of similar to the color of the fabric in the model. So yeah, really happy. I'm guessing the blues are going to pop in that fabric. Next is my Dead by Cross Stitch. I finished page 1, so 15 to go. And really enjoy this project. It's beautiful. So tiny and fun to stitch. I don't know if I will continue in the this page. This page has some letters, and I don't mind stitching. Let me check. I don't mind stitching letters because I've been uh, hearing that sometimes it's a little boring to stitch letters, but I don't know. So this is the letters, or this part is this part of this one. So perhaps I will continue with the letters because there are, I'm guessing there are a little quick to stitch. So yeah, I'm showing the pattern, but just a quick look. So I'm sure I will continue down here with the letters and using, you know, the same color. It's a DMC. It's 4240. Has a little variegation. You know, the royal blue and some very light purple. So yeah, really happy. And I'm, you know, with my new project bags that my aunt gave me. So still need a lot of project bags, but yeah, this is Dead by Cross Stitch. The fabric is an Aida 18 that I dyed, and I'm stitching with one thread over one. Okay, next is my Eternal Whip, Lady of Mystery. I'm continue with her beautiful dress. I'm you know, I finish all these gaps, so I only need to stitch this part. I'm starting in this top blank. So yeah, enjoying her very much. Again, I love her. It's a beautiful design. And yeah, after that I will continue with the arc and everything else. So Lady of Mystery is also has been in my rotation these days. And yeah, I substitute the water lilies because I didn't have that color in the when I stitched this. And I received from Caluquitas these silks, but I have already you know, stitched that part. So but these are the Caron lilies, no, the water lilies, sorry, that are in this design. So I substitute this one with this GMC more color one. Is this one is 4522. So if you see, it's not a similar color because this is like a very dark gray and brown, and this has brown, but this kind of color like fuchsia and green. So it's more like an interpretation. So yeah, it looks a little more colorful. And this other water lily is I'm making the substitution with a DMC for 4000, and also it's very similar but not quite the same. This one is a dark gray and dark brown and a little lighter brown, but I'm also using this in the flowers. So you can see here, thanks to Caluquitas who sent me these lovely silks, the difference between my conversion and the original materials. They are not quite different, still not the same, but you get the idea. And here I use the DMC, this one, in this part of the dress, but because has a lot lighter and very similar colors with the with this part of the dress, it gets lost in all the stitches. So I did a little back stitch with I can't remember, but almost with this color, I guess was 154 DMC, you know, a very dark purple, so they won't get lost in all the dress. So yeah, some minor change that I'm doing. So very happy with her. And you know, with these beautiful silks that I received, I probably will be stitching another new project. um, is I can't remember the name. Well, I'm waiting for the. I put the name here, and the picture of the pattern. But I probably use one of these silks for that beautiful sampler. Everybody is stitching that. Abby and McKenna did also stitch that, and I can't remember the name. But I am waiting for the pattern, and it's a gift, so really happy about that. And I'm also been working in my original birthday planet start that wasn't you know, really the one that I that I actually start on. So this is Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And I'm using completely different colors from the original design. Let me show you. You can see it's very different, and I'm using mostly DMC and flosses that I dyed. So I'm still changing some colors, you know. I'm stitching and changing, and you know, putting notes and everything. So this blue perhaps is not very much in the same family, but it looks really pretty. I am loving how it looks, and it's really tiny. So the fabric, it's an linen, my famous linen 36, which is now at 38. and yeah, it's really beautiful. It's a different vibe of the colors, but nevertheless I think it looks autumn. This part is I'm using these two flosses that that I dyed, this and this, and you know, making what are these, Algerian eyelets, Algerian stitches. So yeah, really pretty, and it's really small. You can see, well, I have chubby hands, but it's I'm almost in the in this corner, so it's going to be really tiny. And yeah, but I'm loving the colors so far, and the design is beautiful. I mean, in the original, there are more warm and red shades, but in my conversion, I'm more like a vibrant kind of palette, you know, a little more. The red is really vibrant, and this one is also like a pink, really strong pink, and of course the blue is a very strong pop of color. But I'm really love it. So yeah, this was my original start, but I start this a few weeks after. And finally I'm working on 3 things by Moira Blackburn. And I'm loving this sampler. It's going to be really big. Well, not actually big, but it has a lot of work because it's really full in the center, and in comparison with Autumn Quaker, you know, this one it's smaller. So the fabric is almost the same. So yeah, it's going to be a very tiny sampler against this one. But I'm loving working on these 3 things. It's really beautiful. I'm with all my things here. But yeah, I'm really enjoyed it. I'm doing the central verse in Spanish, so I'm still working in the translation and in the position here. So we'll see how it works. So really happy with all my projects right now. It's funny because last year or even a few months ago, this was not really my cup of coffee, this kind of designs, but right now I'm loving it. I mean, I'm still working in my beloved Mirabilias, but yeah, you know, once you start to know new things, you expand your horizons. I'm guess. So really happy, and this is a very interesting effect from all of you, from your channels and you know, your Instagram, and many posts from the Facebook groups. So once one start to know another things, so I'm really happy. And also this week I received some stash. Well, this scissor, and you know, I get Nemo thread. I don't know how you call it, Nemo. And I used to bead with this thread, with this nylon thread in my Mirabilia. No, I'm sorry, in my chatelaines. So when I got my kits, they'd include one spool of this. So I got a few of those spools. So I ordered one, you know, to keep trying. But when I bead, I usually use this thread or the DMC similar to the color of the beads. So yeah, I'm also got this needle thread, partner. And I mean, I don't have really problems to thread my needle, but I guess it's a very useful tool, so I have to try it. And I'm waiting another some other charts, but I received this one. This is Good Intention by Katy Barrick, and it's really, really, you know, pretty. It's kind of a very primitive look, and I love the words here, the phrase, and yeah, it's kind of weird. The little lady, I'm sure is the Katy's style, and I love it for it. It's kind of a funny looking lady. So I will perhaps change some of the colors, but yeah, this is going to be one of my next starts, and I'm waiting for another fabric and some other patterns, so I will start some other things. And I also this week, precisely the March 8th, I received a beautiful gift from one of my subscribers, a lovely lady who we who have Flosstube channels know her, because she's really, really nice and always make comments. So yeah, she she made my date and my week, because she sent me a beautiful card, Cindy, and you know, with a beautiful words, and it's lovely, because this is a picture of her stitching, so such a wonderful detail and a lovely card. Thank you very much, Cindy. And she also stitched me a little ornament or bookmark, and I love it. You know, when we receive something that is made with the time and the dedication of a fellow stitcher, it's a wonderful and warm experience, because we feel the love. And yeah, thank you very much. I love it. And she also sent me these beautiful threads. These are from Victoria Moto Sampler Shop. I haven't had the you know, the joy of knowing this, or of having these flosses, but there are beautiful. The colors are to die for, and you know, now that I'm stitching samplers and that kind of designs, I was thinking, and it's one of the of the patterns that I'm waiting for, in using these colors for Quaker's Diamond, also by Rosewood Manor. And you know, I will miss a few colors, you know, a blue one or a gray one, but I can use some of my own dyed flosses. So yeah, I was thinking in using these beautiful new flosses. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm loving starting new projects. So perhaps not the best idea, but yeah. And she also sent me this lovely tin and to keep beads or buttons or things like that, and a needle minder. I don't have any of these strong magnet needle minders, so they're really strong. So yeah, I'm loving my look. My Stitchy kindness gives, and yeah, really happy. So I will continue stitching this this sampler. Perhaps I will continue in my autumn Quakers, and that's it. I want to put a little clip here with my Stitchy corner. I usually put some picture in my Instagram, and so I thought that I might add a little clip. So this is my stitching corner with some of my stitching pieces. And yeah, I rearranged a little this week, so not much, but here's little Pepe's cousin. And in this first card I have mainly my chatelaine whips and some Mirabilia whips, and in this one I have needles and markers and tools that I maybe use, pins and different threads. So my needle minder board and some small display, and my beautiful mermaids and Mirabilia's a little pola bone. And now here mainly I put my projects that I'm working on, and my coffee that I never drink because when I remember it's already cold. And I usually follow my patterns in my iPad, so I'm stitching and looking at my pattern in the iPad or even in the iPhone. So I put both of those in front of me, so I can watch the Flosstube in one and my pattern in the other, and I'm stitching in hand. So when I use a stand, floor stand, I usually put it here, but recently I just been stitching in hand. So yeah, I put my whips there, and here it's another card that I also got this week. And I place my DMC set, and in the bottom part there are some yarn because I want to make a few things, but I haven't had the chance. And I have the variegated flosses and my fabric stash that I painted, that I did myself. And here are some other whips that they are waiting for something, thread or flosses or fabric, or you know, this a little bird cage that I really like because it's very cute. And I need to send this again because this returned to me, so I will have to send it again. And here I have some new patterns and stuff. So yeah, and here I display these little dolls that I'm also made, and you know, my lamps and my orts. I usually keep a large jar of orts and yeah, also flosses and my sewing machine. And here I rearrange my smalls again, and so yeah, my beautiful new flosses and some finishes and another cage because I think they are very, very cute. I want to put some smalls there, but I don't know, I haven't figured out which one and in which order. So yeah, that's my Stitchy corner, and I clean it a little for you because I usually really with all my charts and my fabric and you know, all the things. So yeah, see you. So thanks again, and I'll see you in my next video. Stitch a lot, and yeah, hugs and kisses from Mexico. Bye bye.